Hello and welcome to another episode of Robin's Humble Opinion. And today we're going to be talking about the India Sri Lanka game. It's an interesting one. India have played two back-to-back days of cricket, start-stop against India and Pakistan. But what a thumping win for India! It has been an amazing, amazing game. All boxes ticked. You can see it was a clinical game for India, just the way KL Rahul and Virat Kohli batted, and not just them. Even Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill, they look in ominous touch. But let's not hope it's too much too soon. Let's hope that India continue to bat the same way they have been batting in the previous game, and they build on that and move forward in this tournament and into the World Cup as well. If you look at the Indian bowling lineup, they bowled exceptionally well as well. Yesterday, you could see the way Jasprit Bumrah started after a slow start, I'd say, after the first couple of overs. Having said that, just the way he bowled after the second over was phenomenal to watch. Just his absolute best. Came out there, got the ball to swing, seam, and so did Siraj as well. Bowled exceptionally well. And then Hardik Pandya and Shardul Thakur to top it off. The fast bowlers bowled some great areas, bowled the ball a lot fuller than the Pakistan bowling lineup did, exploited the conditions to the T, I would say, just exceptionally well. Bowled the right areas, got the ball to move, and that's what produced results for India. But the guy who stood out for me, Kuldeep Yadav, man, he is such an improved bowler. He is so good to watch, and it seems like he's honing his skills so well. Every time he goes out to bowl, he looks so deceptive, so dangerous, and always so close to getting a wicket. I think he's mastered the art of the scramble seam a lot like Muralidharan used to do in the past. You can see that the batters are not able to kind of decipher what he's bowling, and he's getting really hard to pick as well. And again, clever bowling, good fielding of his own bowling, and deceptive, not giving runs away. Because if a batter doesn't know how a bowler is going to bowl or what he's going to bowl, is not able to read him, how is he going to look to score runs against him? And Kuldeep has bowled exceptionally well, and I hope that he builds from strength to strength. But coming into today's game, Sri Lanka versus India, is going to be a great game. There are a few things that we can discuss. They are certainly the dark horses and have come. They have the home advantage, Sri Lanka. All the troubles that they've had in the past, they still won the Asia Cup last year. So they are the dark horses for this Asia Cup as well. Having said that, they've had a few injuries. They have a few injury concerns in their ranks. But given the squad that they have still performed pretty well. I would say Sadira Samara Vikrama, the youngster, showed immense calmness under pressure in the previous game, held the unit together, held that batting together, and just the way he batted, the composure he showed, the presence of mind he showed was really great to help them get to a really good total in the previous game. Besides that, Patirana, Tikshana, and Shanaka putting his hand up when they needed it. We'll have to wait and see if Tikshana is fit to play this game because he got hit in the last game on his thumb and wasn't able to bowl with the new ball, but came back and was at his deceptive best, I would say, to be able to get 3 wickets at the back end to kind of seal the win for Sri Lanka against Bangladesh. Um, They've all played in the IPL and they know the Indian batters quite a bit, these three bowlers. Having said that, Pati Rana, I think, will be a handful for India. He has been deceptive. He has been someone who's impressed one and all. It'll be interesting to see how he goes about bowling against India and what tricks he's got up his sleeve. He's got a very deceptive slow ball, a slow bouncer, and a good Yorker as well. So all the makings of a tremendous fast bowler. We'll have to wait and see how he goes about bowling in the game today. What else? The captain, Dasun Chanaka and Kusal Mendes also are in very good form. Kusal Mendes actually has been, batting really well. He looks very confident with the way he's batting and has been aggressive as well. So someone to watch out for certainly would be Kusal Mendes. One of the guys who I think has been performing well, but hasn't someone who's has a lot of potential but hasn't really come off in this Asia Cup has been Pathum Nissanka. I think he's a very dangerous player. I think he's got the caliber to be, if dare I may say so, the next Aravinda de Silva of Sri Lanka. He's got the makings of a tremendous cricketer and a batter. And I think he is someone who can be very dangerous. So if he gets in, I think he will also be someone who can score a lot of runs for Sri Lanka. So also with this game, one thing that we will have to kind of watch out for, whoever wins this game will go and sit pretty right at the top of the table, could possibly go on to become the finalists. And it'll be interesting to see what happens because when you look at this game and you look at just the Asia Cup, rain has been hovering all the time, and so you know that with with these games, will it be a full game or not? I have a feeling it cannot be a full game. It'll probably be a rain curtailed game. There'll be a lot of start and stop, and I promise you, this start and stops are the most challenging things to kind of deal with mentally in a game like cricket because you build momentum and then you have to create inertia as you go into a game, and then you create that intensity, and then the rain comes and it drops, and then you've got to pick it back up, and you can't pick it back up at that same intensity immediately, and you need to find a way to be able to do that. And this will be a lot of practice for a lot of the cricketers within these two teams to be able to kind of pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, and just drop and then pick it up, drop and pick it up. So it's going to be a little start and stop for them. It'll be interesting to see how the cricketers both from both teams kind of manage the picking up and dropping of intensities here, and creating a good game out of this. The matchups: Patirana versus Rohit Sharma and Gill, but also Patirana versus, for me, Ishan Kishan and Hardik Pandya and Ravinder Jadeja. So that'll be a great matchup. Bumrah against a left-handed batting heavy side. So we'll have to see. Bumrah's, I think, once he got that figured out as to how to bowl around the wicket, I think he's been such a dangerous bowler to go up against left-handers. You saw how he got Imam yesterday. Ball come angling in, pitching in and straightening, as a batter could do very little against a ball of that quality. And also Kuldeep Yadav will be a great matchup against the Sri Lankan middle order. We'll have to wait and see if how India will go as far as workload management is concerned. Will they play KL Rahul and give Shreyas Iyer a go? Will they rest KL Rahul and give Shreyas Iyer a go? Ideally, for me, I would love to see all of our batters amongst runs before the World Cup. And in a tournament like the Asia Cup, if that is possible, that would be fantastic. So, will KL Rahul or someone get a break, and or Ishan Kishan or somebody else, one of the batters get a break, and Shreyas Iyer gets a go and gets amongst the runs as well? That would augur so well for India to have all of their 7 batters amongst the runs before the World Cup comes around. That would be just very, very, very sweet and would put India in a very sweet spot, I would imagine. Having said that, they could also just stick to the same thing and have everyone go. Both ways would work just fine as far as I'm concerned. Bowlers, everyone's bowling pretty well. I like the fact that all the bowlers also have got a decent bowling. I would like Bumrah to get 10 overs in just to get his own confidence back of bowling both with a new ball and bowling in the death and getting that confidence, because coming back after a break like he has is not always easy. And the fact that he has not bowled in the death will make him feel like I would like to get that box ticked. So I think we as fans and admirers of the Indian team would like to kind of see Bumrah bowl in the death and get a couple of wickets there and just get his confidence and our kind of confidence and feel good factor also before going into the World Cup go right up there. It's been a tremendous game against Pakistan. It's going to be an exciting game against Sri Lanka. I would love to finish with a word on KL Rahul and Virat Kohli. Both of them played exceptionally well. Virat Kohli, always I think is going to be tagged as the greatest one-day player to have ever played the game. He just yesterday again was a masterclass of how to kind of approach an innings and how to build an innings. Any youngsters watching that game, watch that innings on repeat, and there's so much to learn from that. how to build an innings, how to rotate the strike after every boundary that you score, and how to put pressure back on the bowlers. It was a masterclass as far as that was concerned. And KL Rahul, not easy at all after coming after an injury, after a surgery to come back. It's a testimony of the amount of work that he's put in. Even after the surgery, it's very hard. And I've personally been through surgeries, and I can tell you that coming back from a surgery, rehab is like it's always like one step forward, two steps back, and you have to stay on point. And it's the most boring and arduous thing that a sportsman has to go through, because you have to do this, like literally have to teach your body part to literally walk again like a baby. So you literally have to teach that quadricep to kind of flex again, relax and flex. And it's a very arduous kind of journey. And to have gone through all of that and put himself through the workload to kind of push himself to the extent where the match becomes easy. Yesterday was a testimony of all the work that he's put in, and was a fruition of the work that he's put in over the last 6 months. And I'm so happy for KL Rahul. And I can tell you that he is in some sublime form. That shot where he stepped out and hit that six with the flick of the wrists to Shadab Khan over between deep mid wicket and long gone. That is a sign of wonderful things for KL Rahul to come. Again, I can only hope and pray that he continues to remain fit, because there is nothing else wrong with KL Rahul's game. And I think just his celebration, with the way he celebrated his 100, I think goes to show that there's a lot of maturity that's also come, and there's a lot of personal growth from a very human level that's also happened with KL Rahul. So I'm very excited for him, and for Virat Kohli, and for the top order, actually, very honestly. And which is why I would love, as a team man, I would love for Shreyas Iyer to also get runs under his belt, so that everyone's got runs, and India moves into the World Cup and at the back end of the Asia Cup with a lot of confidence. So that's it on this episode of Robin's Humble Opinion. I will see you on the next one, and take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.